Hello everyone! Welcome back to our channel. You're probably already familiar with ParkJimin from BTS, right? But what we're going to discuss today isn't just about his latest achievements or comeback. We're talking about something much bigger, something that's shaking up the dance world in early 2026. Just imagine, Jimin's name is being compared to who? Michael Jackson. Yes, the king of pop himself. How did this happen? What are the experts saying? Stay until the end of the video, because you're going to be shocked by the facts. But before we start, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you won't miss any updates about K-pop in the dance world. Okay, let's dive in. So guys, this comparison didn't come out of nowhere. It all started with the announcement of the most influential dancers 2026 list that was just released a few days ago. And boom, Jimin's name appeared on it, the only K-pop idol to make this prestigious list. Do you know who else is on that list? Professional dancers, legendary choreographers, and big names who've been in the dance industry for decades. And Jimin, he's standing right there alongside all of them. Now, after this announcement, international media and dance experts started giving their comments. And what caused the buzz is that many of them compared Jimin's impact to Michael Jackson. You're probably thinking, wow, that's way too much. But hold on guys, before you judge, let's break down one by one what makes these experts brave enough to say something like that. First of all, we need to understand why Michael Jackson is considered a legend in the dance world. Michael Jackson wasn't just an ordinary singer or entertainer. He was a pioneer, an innovator who created movements that became iconic and were imitated by millions of people worldwide. The moonwalk, robot dance, anti-gravity lean, all these moves became a universal language that knows no boundaries of countries or cultures. MJ didn't just perform, he used dance as a medium to convey emotions, stories, and profound artistic vision. Now, why does Jimin's name come up in the same conversation? Brian Friedman, you know who he is, right? He's a top choreographer who has worked with Britney Spears, Beyoncé, and other major artists. Well, in early January 2026, Brian gave a statement that shocked us all. He said, "What makes Jimin special is his ability to combine technical precision with emotional storytelling. Every movement of his body is not just executing choreography, but a visual narrative that the audience can feel. This is the quality I saw in Michael Jackson." Guys, this isn't a statement from random people. This is from someone who's been in the industry for decades and has worked with legends. And he literally said Jimin has the same quality as MJ. Mind-blowing, right? Then there's more. Paris Goebel. If you're a fan of Justin Bieber or Rihanna, you know most of their amazing choreography comes from Paris. Well, Paris talked about Jimin's body control. She said, "Jimin has body control that's almost supernatural." Supernatural, guys. Transitions from hard movements to soft, from powerful to subtle, everything seamless. Paris said this level of control is usually only possessed by dancers who've trained for decades. And the fact is, Jimin achieved this at a relatively young age. Now, let's talk about signature moves. You definitely agree that Michael Jackson had the legendary moonwalk, right? Until now, that move is still one of the most iconic in pop culture history. Well, Jimin also has signature moves that have gone viral and been imitated by millions of people. The filtered dance, contemporary moves in Lie, and various choreography details he added himself in BTS performances have become the subject of thousands of dance tutorials on YouTube and TikTok. Kyle Hanagami, a famous choreographer on YouTube with millions of subscribers, gave an interesting analysis about this. He said, "Jimin has a unique ability to create moments in dance that are instantly recognizable and memorable. This is a very rare gift. Not all dancers, even those who are very technical, can create moments that stick in people's minds like Jimin does." And guys, this is super important, because creating memorable moments is exactly what made Michael Jackson a legend. Every single MJ performance, there's definitely a moment you remember until now, right? Well, Jimin has the same ability. But of course, guys, not everyone agrees with this comparison. Some say, this is exaggerated, or it's not fair to compare artists from different eras. And honestly, this criticism is valid. Michael Jackson built his career in an era when social media didn't exist, while Jimin gets global exposure through digital platforms. So, is it a fair comparison? Well, Dr. Sarah Cohen, a professor at the Department of Dance Studies, University of California, has an interesting perspective on this. She said, "It's true that the context of their eras is different, but that's what makes Jimin's achievement even more impressive. In an era where people's attention spans are getting shorter and competition for viral content is very tight, Jimin's ability to consistently create impactful dance moments that aren't just viral for a moment but continue to be studied and referenced by the dance community worldwide shows sustainable quality." Guys, this is deep. So the argument, Jimin is just benefiting from social media, is actually counterproductive because in the digital era, going viral is easy, but maintaining impact and relevance is hard. And Jimin is doing exactly that. Then there's another aspect that's rarely discussed but super important, which is the democratization of dance education. Professor Cohen also explained that before the modern K-pop era, serious dance training was usually only accessible to those who lived in big cities or had resources to enter dance academies. But through Jimin and BTS performances that went viral, millions of young people worldwide from various economic backgrounds started learning dance seriously. BTS dance practice videos have become educational materials studied in dance schools. This is a profound cultural impact, similar to how Michael Jackson inspired a generation of dancers in his era. So the impact isn't just about, oh, he's good at dancing, but more like he's changing how dance is accessed and learned globally. That's huge. Okay, now let's talk about Jimin's versatility. You know what, most K-pop idols focus on hip-hop and urban dance styles. But Jimin, he has a background in contemporary dance and modern dance. He learned popping, locking, even traditional Korean dance before debut. Esther Rodriguez, former principal dancer at Alvin Ailey American Dance Theater, one of the most prestigious dance companies in the world, gave a powerful testimony. She said, "I see Jimin as a true artist, not just a performer. His contemporary dance background is very obvious in the way he interprets music and uses space. There's a very refined musicality in every movement." And guys, this is coming from someone from Alvin Ailey. That's basically the Harvard of contemporary dance. If they acknowledge Jimin's skills, that's serious validation. Then there's the stage presence aspect. Michael Jackson was famous for his ability to command attention on stage, making all eyes on him even when he was just standing still. Jimin also has this quality. Marcus White, a concert production director who has handled world tours for various top artists, said, "Stage presence is something that can't be fully taught. You either have it or you don't." Jimin has a magnetic quality on stage that makes the audience's eyes naturally drawn to him. Michael Jackson had this, Madonna had this, and now Jimin has the same quality. From the K-pop industry itself, Jimin's influence has changed the landscape of the training system. Lee Min-ho, a former dance trainer at one of the big three entertainment companies in Korea, admitted that Jimin has set new standards for what's expected from a main dancer in K-pop groups. Companies are now looking for trainees who can't just execute choreography with perfect synchronization, but can also add artistic value and emotional depth like Jimin does. Let's also talk about something really interesting that happened recently. Several dance academies across the world, from Los Angeles to London, from Tokyo to Seoul, have started incorporating Jimin's performances into their curriculum. Not as entertainment, but as actual case studies for aspiring dancers to analyze and learn from. Dance instructor Jennifer Martinez from Broadway Dance Center in New York shared her experience, saying, "We use Jimin's performances to teach our students about emotional connection in dance. He's a perfect example of how technical excellence and emotional authenticity can coexist. Our students, regardless of whether they're K-pop fans or not, always respond positively to studying his work because there's so much to learn from his approach. This is unprecedented for a K-pop idol. Usually, K-pop is seen as commercial entertainment, not something to be studied in professional dance settings. But Jimin has broken that barrier. His work is now being analyzed alongside performances from established dance companies and renowned solo artists. That's the kind of respect and recognition that transcends the typical idol categorization. Moreover, the influence extends beyond just dance technique. Jimin's approach to performance art, the way he embodies characters and tells stories through movement, has inspired a new wave of performance artists who are blending different art forms. Young choreographers are now more willing to experiment with mixing contemporary dance with pop culture elements, creating a whole new genre that's being called neo-performance art by some critics. Now let's talk about something that really solidifies this comparison: the global reach and cross-cultural impact. Michael Jackson was known for breaking down racial barriers in the music industry and bringing people from all walks of life together through his music and dance. Similarly, Jimin has created a bridge between Eastern and Western dance cultures in a way that no other K-pop artist has achieved before. His performances incorporate elements from traditional Korean dance, contemporary Western techniques, and modern urban styles, creating a fusion that resonates with audiences worldwide. Dance critic Robert Thompson from The Guardian wrote an extensive piece about this phenomenon, stating, "What we're witnessing with Jimin is the evolution of global dance language. He's not just performing Korean choreography for a global audience, he's creating a new vocabulary that transcends cultural boundaries." This is exactly what Michael Jackson did in his time, taking African American dance traditions and presenting them in a way that spoke to everyone, everywhere. There's also an economic aspect to consider. Just like how Michael Jackson's influence led to increased interest in dance classes, music video production, and performance arts in the 80s and 90s, Jimin's impact has sparked a similar boom in 2026. Dance studios worldwide report a significant increase in enrollment, with many students specifically citing Jimin as their inspiration to start dancing. The hashtag JiminInspiredMe has over 50 million posts across social media platforms, with people from age 5 to 70 sharing their dance journeys inspired by watching Jimin perform. Fashion designers and performance costume creators have also noted Jimin's influence on stage wear and performance aesthetics. Just as Michael Jackson's iconic looks, the single glove, the military jackets, the fedora, became part of fashion history, Jimin's performance outfits are now being referenced in fashion weeks and costume design courses. His ability to merge traditional Korean aesthetics with modern, edgy styling has created a new trend in performance fashion that's being emulated by artists across genres. So guys, after all these facts and testimonies from experts, the question is it fair to compare Jimin to Michael Jackson? Honestly, the answer might not be about who's better or more influential, because comparing artists from different eras with different contexts is indeed problematic. What's more important is acknowledging that in the context of their respective eras and mediums, both have created transformative impact. Michael Jackson did it in the MTV and music video era, while Jimin is doing it in the digital and social media era. Both are game changers in their respective times. And you know what? Jimin's inclusion in Most Influential Dancers 2026 wasn't a light decision. The jury panel consists of international choreographers, dance historians, art critics, and dance studies academicians. They evaluated based on technical skills, artistic contribution, cultural impact, innovation, and influence on the next generation of dancers. The fact that Jimin is the only K-pop idol to be included, standing alongside professional dancers who've had careers for decades, that speaks volumes. So guys, what's the conclusion? The comparison to Michael Jackson will probably continue to be a debatable topic, and that's okay. It actually shows how significant Jimin's impact is in the dance world. What can't be debated is that Jimin has proven himself as a force to be reckoned with in the global dance world, bringing K-pop dance to a level of recognition and respect that's never been achieved before. As Dance Magazine wrote in their editorial, whether you agree with the comparison or not, the conversation itself is proof of Jimin's undeniable impact on contemporary dance culture. And maybe that's the most important legacy an artist can achieve, starting conversations that push boundaries and encourage evolution in the art form they love. Okay guys, that's it for this video. What's your opinion about the comparison between Jimin and Michael Jackson? Agree or not? Drop your thoughts in the comment section. And don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed it, subscribe for more content about K-pop and the dance world, and share it with your friends. See you in the next video. Bye!